Well, I think sterling obviously benefited from those inflation numbers, which is saying that the Bank of England, if anything, is a little bit behind the curve, that rate rises have got to keep going. As far as Salzburg is concerned, I think markets probably looking through it. That's certainly what I do. Obviously, the two sides are kind of jockeying for position and sounding tough, but equally, obviously, they all desperately want a deal, and I think that's the way that sterling is taking it.
Do they desperately want a deal?
Of course.
Is it not in the interests of those who are looking to take London's banking hub, the auto manufacturing businesses, whatever other services the UK currently is able to provide for the world? Wouldn't an exclusion of the UK from the single market be in those countries' interests?
I just don't believe it. I mean, autos, we all know the supply chains will be horribly disrupted again for all this talk about we're prepared and ready for it. London as a financial centre, it just doesn't do good to have a sort of disruptive and irregular exit there. I just don't buy it. And some countries, of course, are really badly hit, like the Netherlands, for example.
Is there a can of worms going on here that we're not looking? We know it is a fact, and I'm not being jingoistic or British in any way, shape or form, that Britain will suffer from a no deal. There will be a couple of years where, at least, where there is such dislocation and what have you, and maybe we're shut out of some markets if there's no deal. So let's park that for Britain for the life. But the problems for Europe as well are there for all to see, whether it be the Italian problems at the moment on budget, on bad debts, on the lack of reform banking sector, whether it becomes the Greek problem, which is still a problem, but everyone says they still have enormous amounts of debt which they can't service if they're in the real world of interest rates as well. The Polish issues, the Hungarian issues as well, the fact that the biggest bank in Germany is still under a vast amount of pressure. There are issues abounding. Does the British situation, the Brexit thing, whilst being disproportionately bad for the British, does it actually unlock a whole series of consequences for the Europeans where other issues come to the fore?
Yeah, I think given all those problems that you've cited, if you, in addition, have Britain crashing out, it's just one more enormous problem. And as I say, I think that's why no one in Europe really wants to have that. For all of their rhetoric about we're prepared to put up with it, of course they do not want it anyway at all.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.